just got kicked out of Publix. Actually, not really. We just can't record in Publix, and we found out the hard way. Anyways, we're just driving around today because the weather is beautiful. It is perfect. We're going to talk about why Greenville is the perfect city and why you should be looking more in this area. So you'll definitely want to stick around to the end because I'm talking about school districts and safe areas, crime rates, and so on. First thing that we're talking about is the good weather. As you can probably see, it is a gorgeous day today. It is in the 60s, but this morning it actually started off at like 28 degrees. It was really cold, but then it gets really warm. I will say that that's how I feel like a lot of people get sick, but at the same time, it makes for beautiful weather as you get to the afternoon. And we're right here in the winter time, right before Christmas. Very mild winter weather to begin. They are calling for more snow this winter than I think we've had in years. That is to be seen. I'll update you as we do more videos, because if we get snow, you know that we're gonna go out and see the snow and what it looks like in South Carolina. With that, that's basic weather. That's the winter. We have a really beautiful fall. In the springtime, it feels like it rains every day. It does rain a lot in the spring and in the transition into fall. Just be prepared. We do get a fair amount of wet weather, thunderstorms, definitely whenever we're getting warmer or colder, but nothing terrible. I grew up in Southern Illinois where we had tornadoes a lot. I think the biggest thing I've seen here is a smaller F1 tornado, and that happened about 5 years ago. If you come from that part of the country, we really don't have to deal with that here. We don't end up dealing with crazy winter weather. I think that's pretty great. Okay, so jobs. You're relocating here, or you're coming to figure out if you want to relocate here. Part of the research is, what do you do once you get here? What are the industries? What kind of job can you get? In the upstate, we have a really decent amount of industry here, and I've seen more of an influx of people moving here that work from home. That's actually changed what people are looking for in their houses. They're looking for office space in their house now, where before COVID and such, that really wasn't such a big deal. As we drive through the Richmond Hills neighborhood, I'm going to talk about the different industries. We talk about Michelin, Floor, BMW. Those are some of the big companies here in the area. You have software development, IT, innovation, healthcare. We actually have one of the largest healthcare systems in the Southeast in Prisma Health. If you're in any of those industries, just know that there are jobs here and everybody seems to be hiring right now. Another one that people don't really talk about is the travel industry. A lot of the UPS, FedEx is here, as well as the inland port is here. That's something that I think is really important. It provides a lot of jobs for the area, the transportation of goods back and forth. And then also USPS has a big deal with a company out of Spartanburg to make new electric vehicles for the mail service. So I think that's pretty cool. Another thing that I think is cool is you get that people are kind here. Obviously, we have active communities here. The neighborhoods that you go through, people know their neighbors here. If there is an HOA, 9 times out of 10, I would say that it's pretty active as far as bringing things to the community. I know my neighborhood has food trucks that come through every summer. Or at Christmas time, there's actually a holiday light competition that the only thing you win is bragging rights. But then on a bigger scale, you have the smaller communities, all these different places that they have small community involvement. So you get the Christmas parades, you get National Night Out. If you don't know what that is, look up National Night Out. It's a law enforcement put on party basically in August every year. That is really important. Local elections are super important. It's a big deal here in the area to kind of stay on top of things. So the things to do, we have a lot of different local things that you can get in maybe some of the bigger cities. So you have your sports, the Greenville Liberty or the Greenville Triumph soccer teams. Then there's the Swamp Rabbits hockey team. And then you have the Greenville Drive baseball team. All really fun things to do throughout the year. Other things to do, you have typical things that bigger cities have. You have your Topgolfs, you have downtown life. Dave and Buster's is one thing that you can get here that you can get in bigger cities as well. But then there's the local things, the things that I think if you know where you are, you're gonna find some really cool things to do. Like the Rage Room, the Smash Room in Taylor's and the Taylor's Mill. There's also Pinky's Revenge, which is a local arcade. And there's also wine and paint night places. I think that those are all really fun things to do that are constantly overlooked and have a lot of local flair. And then obviously why it's just perfect is the low cost of living here. Greenville, or just the upstate South Carolina, has a 23% less cost of living than the national average. And a lot of that has to do with our housing prices, what you would be used to, say, in some of the areas that you guys are relocating from, like Florida or Arizona, California, New York. If you're moving here from there, this is a dream. This is great. If you've lived here though for, say, 5+ years already, then yeah, it may feel a little inflated to you, and that it's more expensive to live here because it is. Just like the rest of the country, it has gone up. It has gotten more expensive. But overall, whenever you look at the people who are relocating here from those different states, it's better. So you should like it. Finally, schools and safe areas. If you've got kids and you're looking for schools, I would recommend go watch one of my videos on school districts. It's from greatschools.org. Go check it out. It has all of the school ratings. Here's the other thing. South Carolina, and especially the upstate, does rank lower on school ratings. I'll say that. But that doesn't mean that we have bad schools. I have lots of friends that are in the education system, and we do have good schools. So I wouldn't put all of your stock on those ratings. Do more research on it. Ask questions. I'd love to get you connected with an educator in that area. Here's something else, and I think this is in conjunction with safe areas. If you are looking to move here, you want a safe area, and you're looking at the crime rate. Here's the thing that I would say about crime rates. It really depends on the population of an area. If you have lower population, then yeah, it's gonna be a little bit skewed whenever you look at crime rates because you're dealing with just less people. But then I'd also look at the types of crime. Is the area more violent crime? Is it petty theft? Is it an area where lots of Amazon packages are stolen off of front porches? Do you need to get a video camera doorbell? I would pay attention to stuff like that. And then always, and I think this is something that is very good to do. I actually just talked to somebody the other day. They're going to take a map and they're going to talk to the local law enforcement. They're going to say, hey, well, what about this area? And is there anything I need to know about this particular neighborhood? Because law enforcement's going to tell you the good, the bad, the ugly, and unfortunately they see a lot of the ugly. They're going to be honest with you. I think that's really important. I think that we have many safe, very nice areas to live in. I love living here. I love the upstate. Really, I think it's a perfect area. You've got great weather, you have kind people, you have overall a very good location in the country. I think it's perfect. All right, y'all, I have appointments to go to, closings to have happen. I hope that this video was informative to you. Let me know if you have any specific questions. If you want to see us drive through more neighborhoods, go check out the Pelham Road video, the Powdersville Piedmont video, and then just Greenville neighborhoods. There's just a lot of information. Go check out those videos.